Hi there, everybody. Welcome to another album review. My name is Christian Eschbach. Hey there, everybody. So we are here doing Ministry. What the frick is that supposed to say? I don't know what the hell that says. What does it say here? I have no clue what the hell this is. K-E Omega A Lambda. I don't know what the hell those are. Holy crap. Alright. If you know what this album's actually called properly without using those, I don't know. I'm sorry. I down below in the comments, please let me know. Sorry. First Ministry album I've ever picked up. Actually, I didn't pick this up. This came out of the collection of random albums I got. Okay, so let's get into this album. Ministry. Only ever knew one song from them when they came out when I was a young lad, and it's on this album. That is the song Jesus Built My Hot Rod. I have a lot more appreciation for it now than I did then. Back then, I kind of thought it was just kind of like a novelty sort of track, not understanding or knowing the influences and whatnot of what would have inspired such a song. This one is interesting. It's got the legendary DAD, digitally recorded analog master, or digitally recorded analog production digitally mastered. I can't remember exactly how that DAD goes. Weird combo. You don't see it too often because that means it went from digital to analog to digital. You know, analog, digital, that happened, but you know, anyways. We've got the first track on this album, NWO, which kicks off the album really nicely. NWO, I'm assuming in this case, is supposed to be New World Order, especially based on the context of this. One thing I got to say about Ministry, and one of the reasons I don't think I would have gotten into them when I was younger, and I think one of the reasons why most people I know didn't get into them, is their music really is kind of more in the grounds of noise poetry? Almost. Jesus Built My Hot Rod is one of those ones that really reminds me of noise poetry, but the whole way around, you know, there's elements in here you can see, you know, the influences from the Beatles and whatnot. People always say, where does industrial get its influence from the Beatles and whatnot? You can hear Revolution 9 sort of in here, just taking it to a whole new level on NWO. You know, it's like the Beatles' Revolution #9, but with music set to it, you know, just kind of cranked up. That goes into Just One Fix, which, you know, it's alright. TV2, which is alright. Hero. No, sorry, hold on. My apologies. I forgot to mention that. Okay, so Just One Fix. This song is a lot more than just all right. It's really interesting in the fact that it's made up of like two different songs I instantly recognize while listening to this song. Rammstein's Du Hast, which actually came out, I believe, after this, so that means they theoretically may have lifted it from this. But Slayer's Seasons in the Abyss is in this song too. It's like Du Hast and Seasons in the Abyss meet each other in here, man. It's like really weird. Alright, Hero's not too bad. Jesus Built My Hot Rod. Like I said, this one really kind of grew on me, man. It just I really like the delivery on this one. I really wish I could think of the southern dude right now, or the southern sounding dude, the psychobilly dude. And I cannot think of his name. Oh, Reverend Horton Heat. This really reminds me of Reverend Horton Heat, just with like, you know, electric drum kind of computer generated feel going on. Scarecrow Longest song on the album, clocking in at 8:22. This one's really interesting. I actually really dig on Scarecrow. This one's got some really good vibe and flow to it. I like the musical narrative behind it. I think it's fantastic. Psalm 69 is probably one of the few songs on here that really is kind of lyrically based and lyrically driven, not just vocals added in here and there or soundscape narratives. Like there's still a lot of that in there too, but there's like a lot of actual like spoken or sung words in this one. And I'm gonna be honest, Psalm 69, I don't mind it to a degree, but on multiple plays or multiple listen throughs, I care about it less and less. I find it a little more on the annoying. And going into annoying, the next song, Corrosion, no, I do not like this one at all. I'm assuming it's supposed to grate on your nerves and it's supposed to sound like a car engine that, is just rusted to hell and back, in a car that, is on its last legs and shouldn't be alive anymore. And I don't want to hear a car that sounds like that either. And the album finishes with Grace, which, yeah, it's pretty cool. Not bad. When it comes to Ministry, for me, the big standout really is, this is kind of like, as far as I know of, the birthplace of Al Jorgensen or Jorgensen. I'm not sure which way we should be pronouncing that one. But this is where, as far as I know, he kind of got started. And I know him for doing other stuff with other artists later on and whatnot, where it's really good stuff. So, it's really cool. And honestly, if you were into White Zombie, if you're into, I don't want to say early Manson because that's not right at all. Nine Inch Nails, definitely to a degree as well. As I mentioned, I can hear some Rammstein in there. If you're into something like a little more artistic, but you gotta be a little more open minded. As a teenager, this definitely would not have been something I would have listened to all that much. As an adult, it's definitely something I'd put on. If I'm going road tripping, this could quite possibly end up in there on a road trip. If you find it used, definitely pick it up. Go for it. You're not going to lose out, I don't think. It's a good album to have. It's a good one to explore. I think it is one that is part of that. You should have it to understand the history of music. Like if you really, as a person, want to study music, as a musician want to study music, especially within the rock metal scape, we're going to lump industrial in there. That whole kind of thing. You got to have this one, I think. Even though I know I can't pronounce the name of the damn album. I don't know how to say it. Sorry, guys. Those are my thoughts, my views, my opinions. Please, down below. That's what you guys can do. You can leave me your thoughts, your views, your opinions. How am I supposed to say the hell out of this album title? I do not know. Anyways, folks, there's a like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications. You can hit those. That'd be great. There's a couple links down there as well. Check those out. Otherwise, folks, peace, love, take care.